Hey y'all, it's Chris from Meats, Beats, and Bubbles, and today I am gonna do the start of a video for sauerkraut. I know sauerkraut is not always everybody's favorite thing, but we love sauerkraut in this family, and buying it can be kind of crazy expensive. We usually have bought the wild brine from Costco, and it's really good, but golly, it sure gets you in the pocketbook. And so I'm going to try my hand at making this. I have a friend that told me that sauerkraut, it's really easy to make. She makes a bunch. I think it's really good for gut health, and we all just like it around here. So just eating it on its own or on bratwurst or whatever, it's tasty. So let me tell you first where you can find me in case you like the stuff I'm doing. So you can find me on YouTube. It's Meats, Beats, and Bubbles. You can find me on Facebook and Instagram, and also on Pinterest. I pin all my recipes, so if you're looking for, the recipes and you want to just find me there, go there. Otherwise, I do the same thing with the blog, the website, in essence, and you can find some videos there, but you can find all of the recipes for sure. And that's meatsbeatsandbubbles.com. So what I've got here is I just got a green cabbage. So I'll be shredding this up. I'm going to core it, and then I'm going to shred it. And then you take salt. So it's about a tablespoon per pound. On that is what you need. And then you put it in some kind of a container, and I figured this was my best bet here because I don't know if I have a bowl that's big enough. So I'm going to give this a go. This also doubles as my bread when I make bread. So I love a dual purpose thing. So anyhow, I'm not gonna get going on that quite yet. So I'll just start again when I get ready to do it, and just give you guys a little bit more detail on that. All right, you guys, I am now starting on the sauerkraut. So I've got my bucket here, and I have cut my cabbage into 4 wedges, and I've taken out the core. And then I could use my food processor, but honestly, by the time I get it out and then I wash it and everything, I'm just using my handy dandy trusty knife. So what I'm going to do is I've shredded up 1/4 of the cabbage, and I'm going to dump that in my bucket. And then for a 4-pound, it's basically a tablespoon of salt to 1 pound of cabbage. So since this was 4 pounds and I divided it into 4s, that's pretty easy math for Chris to even do. So I'm going to take a tablespoon of my kosher salt, and I'm going to just dump it. Man, that's a lot of salt. So I'm just going to dump it on there, and I'll just layer it, and then eventually I'll get in there and I'll give it a massage. So I'm gonna get busy cutting the rest of the cabbage. So what I have done now is I shredded it all up. I layered it in here with salt. Then I massaged it let it set for about 5 minutes. And then softened it, literally just you get in here and just kind of squeeze it around like you were giving it a massage. And this bucket was probably filled. This is a 4-quart. I filled this jar, so you can tell here it was full like 3/4 of the way. So it really starts to compact down. So I mean, it takes a lot of cabbage really to make a significant amount. But when it's cheap, I mean, you are going to pay good money for the good stuff in the grocery store. Hopefully this is going to be the good stuff too here. So then once you salt it and you let it set for 5 minutes, and then come back to it, and that's when you mix it up and massage it, and then after that you add a little bit of water to it, and then you start to pack your jars. Just simply wash these in hot soapy water. I didn't have to sterilize them in a water bath or anything like that. So I'll pack the other jar, and it's right here, good to go. So I'll pack this jar too. So I believe these are quart jars. So I'll end up with this 4 pounds and probably do 2 quarts. So if it's tasty, I'll be making it again, but I'm going to go ahead and pack this other jar. You simply just take it out and start to fill it. And I recommend doing it over the bucket, or either that or to do it on I'm used to using my cutting board. And then I took this back of this wooden spatula here, and you just tap it down because you want it to be compact. So let me fill this other jar and I will return. So I've packed both jars now, and I put the lid on the one. I'll put the lid on the second one, and then basically I've got the cabbages all submerged in the brine, and then you just want to make sure it keeps the cabbage from growing bacteria. And then I'm going to set these over behind me next to the stove in a warm spot. And for the first couple of days, what I'll do is I'm going to get in touch with my newborn mom side, and I got to burp it because it'll build up some gas and stuff. So the first couple of days, about every 12 hours, you'll just, open the lid and release the gas. And then after 7 days, you taste it, and hopefully it's going to be tasty. And then you just keep it in the fridge after that. So this was 4 pounds of cabbage. And so luckily I had the jars. I mean, you could put it in whatever container you felt was safe. Just make sure you do, give it a good kind of a sterilizing process first, so you're not eating something you shouldn't be. But I'm pretty excited. First time for sauerkraut for me. So we'll give it a go. Luckily, the 3 of us living here in this house all like sauerkraut, and they are honest with their opinions. So we're gonna taste it, and I will come back to you and give you the final taste. We'll give a tally. Each of us will taste it and see if it's thumbs up or a thumbs down. So anyway, guys, I'll come back to you. It's been 3 weeks, guys, and I have the sauerkraut. It's been sitting on the counter. I put the other jar in the fridge. It will still ferment a little bit, but at a much slower rate because it's in the fridge. So I've been sampling, so you can see it's gone down a little bit. It was pretty much all the way up to the neck. So we've been sampling it to see, and at the first week after I tasted it, I was about ready just to throw it all away, and but I decided I would just let it go and see. And after doing a little more reading, people could go like 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks before it actually became sauerkraut worthy. So anyhow, Aunt Hannah gave it 2 thumbs up. She said it was as good as the wild brine from Costco. And I think this jar probably cost me $2 to make. So I'm going to go ahead and give it a sample here. Goodness. So I'm going to use my tongue so I don't go back in with my fork. Get a little bit. It's pretty juicy. I'm just amazed at how easy this process was. So again, just to recap. So it was just green cabbage and salt and a little bit of water, and you just massaged it, and then you just packed it in the jars. You make sure that it's covered so it doesn't have a chance to grow any bacteria, and then it just starts fermenting, and you gotta, kind of funny, you gotta burp it. So you gotta let the gas go for the first, I think it's 3 or 4 days, and after that, you pretty much just let it sit, and you just go back and taste, and you go back and taste. So I can't wait to have some bratwurst. I can't wait to do a pork roast and sauerkraut. I'm so excited. So Hannah tasted this, and I am going to give it a go. So here we go. I can't believe I made this. And it is just stupid easy. Guys, if you like sauerkraut, I'm telling you, this is a game changer, a life changer. The only problem is, you make it, you gotta let it set. So I think what I'm gonna do is probably do, when we get done with one jar, I'm just gonna make another batch and let it go. So I'll always have sauerkraut rotating, and it keeps for quite a bit in the fridge, just like, you know, pickles would. That's pretty much the same kind of thing. So anyway, I am gonna finish my little dish of sauerkraut. I'm gonna get this in the fridge, and we had sauerkraut. Who knew? Who knew it'd be so easy? Give it a try. Seriously, guys, it is worth it if you're a sauerkraut fan and you like stuff that's not the canned mushy. This stuff is crunchy. So if that's your jam, you like it crunchy and you like it pickly and salty, this is perfect. Just do it. Do it, do it, do it. All right, I'm going to sign off now. Don't forget, you can find me on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, at the blog, meatsbeatsandbubbles.com. So I will get this video posted up soon, and it is 2 thumbs up, and I think John would agree too. I'm probably the pickiest when it comes to sauerkraut. So guys, go make it, and if you do, make sure that you comment and let me know. All right, till next time. See ya. Bye-bye.